Alright, what's up, everybody? Back with another edition of Everyday Hoops. Hope you guys are having a good one. Another episode of the St. Louis Spiders series, episode 6. If you missed any of the first 5 episodes, you can go back and watch those. Thank you guys for the views on the videos and the shorts recently. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed the content around here, consider subscribing, like, turn notifications to all stuff like that. I really appreciate it. It gives that a lot. Look at the analytics, a little bit less than 1% of you that actually watch the videos are subscribed. So you know, if you like the content, hit the subscribe button. I really appreciate it a whole lot. And yeah, I don't want to just any more of your time. This is probably going to be a very, very long episode. So let's get right into it. So our last episode, we simulated to the All-Star break. We simulated the trade deadline. We made a couple of moves. We traded away Derrick Rose. We traded into the Oklahoma City Thunder. We got back Aaron Wiggins, a solid forward. That's 24. He just plays really, really good basketball. Like that. We also traded away Aaron Neesmith. Just things didn't really work out between us and Neesmith. He wasn't really playing good. So we traded him back to the Boston Celtics, and we took on Peyton Pritchard, a guy that hasn't really gotten an opportunity to play this year in Boston, and he showed some promise in his first 2 seasons. So we're going to pick him up as our backup point guard. And yeah, so we're at the All-Star break right now. A little recap: we are 23 and 37. We are the 13th seed in the Western Conference. Yeah, kind of expected, not really great. Looking around the league, the Hawks are the best team in the league. They're amazing. They're 15-8 on a 12-game winning streak right now. The Hawks are killing it. They've already clinched the play-in at the All-Star break. And the Warriors are the best team in the West at 44-16. At the bottom of the league is the Spurs now. It was the Jazz for a long time. The Spurs are now the worst team in the league at 18-41. In the East, the Nets are 19-39. Yeah, looking at our stats right now, Lonnie Walker still a lead scorer, averaging just over 50.5 points with rebounding 2 assists per game. We got some guys playing very solid. This episode, we're just gonna finish out the rest of the regular season. We might play the last game of the year. I'm gonna show some highlights there. Not gonna do a full game thing, but yeah, we're gonna play the last game of the year, which they play the Spurs. But yeah, we're just gonna simulate the rest of the season, see how things go. Contract extensions are coming up as well. And there's a few guys that I want to bring back. Stuff like that, but first let's get into the All-Star break. So we don't have anybody participating in All-Star weekend anywhere. No All-Stars, no dunk contest, 3-point, not even any Rising Stars games. Either Rising Stars rosters. For now, Team USA got Kay Cunningham, Jalen Green, Evan Mobley, Paolo, Walker Kessler, Jose Alvarado, Jaden Ivey, AJ Griffin, Jabari Smith Jr., Mark Williams. And then for the World Team, we got Josh Giddey, Benedict Mathurin, Alperen Şengün, and Jeremy Sohan, Tari Eason. Dyson Daniels, Simone Fontecchio, averaging 3 points, made it. Kuminga, and then Charles Bassey. 3-point contest participants, we got Curry, Buddy Hield, Desmond Bane, Trae Young, James Harden, Luka. In the dunk contest, we got Ja, Zion, Kenyon Martin Jr., and Jalen Green. Those are the first 2 days. Right there, the USA beats the world 122-102. Kay Cunningham wins Rising Stars MVP, putting up 45 and 6 with 4 steals in the Rising Stars game. Paolo put up 25 and 8 as well for the world. Kuminga put up 19. Adrian Emard at 18 and 6 assists. Looking at All-Star Weekend, James Harden wins the 3-point contest, and John Morant wins the dunk contest. And now here are the All-Stars. I don't know if anybody's hurt. Well, Damian Lillard is hurt, so I don't know. He's and Trae Young are both hurt, so I don't know if they're gonna actually play. But here are the All-Stars. We have for Team Luka, he was the captain of the Western Conference. The starters are Trae Young, Luka, LeBron, Giannis, and Jokic. And the reserves got Kawhi Leonard, Anthony Towns, Donovan Mitchell, Shea making his first All-Star appearance, DeMar DeRozan, Jaylen Brown, and Christian Wood making the All-Star game. No Kyrie, so the Mavericks had 2 All-Stars, but it was not Kyrie and Luka. It was Christian Wood. He's averaging 19, 9, and a block per game, shooting 51% from the field, 36% from 3. Look at Christian Wood, doing his thing. And then in the East, we got Team Joel. He was the captain, Joel Embiid. He has the starters of Steph, James Harden, Durant, and Bam. And their reserves, they had Damian Lillard, Bradley Beal, Anthony Davis, Ja, Zion, Brandon Ingram, and Jared Allen. The All-Stars right now, Dame and Trae Young are hurt, so who knows who's going to replace those guys. Did they have replacements? Yes, Anthony Edwards sneaks in and makes his first All-Star appearance, and then Fred VanVleet replaces Damian Lillard in the All-Star game. And Team Joel wins 129-95. KD wins All-Star MVP, putting up 27, 6 and 4 for the All Stars for Luka, for the team Luka. Luka put up 21, 5 and 4. For Team Joel wins, and that is the All Star break, right there. So yeah, we're gonna simulate a little bit, and we're gonna get right back into the second half of the season. In our first game back after the All Star break, we lose to the Jazz 108-83. We got outscored by a lot in the second half. Con Sexton put up 23, and Walker Kessler put up 23, 15, 6, and 4 blocks. John Collins put up 16, 6, and 3 blocks, and 6 for 10 shooting. Hit 3 threes. Lonnie Walker at 14. He's been struggling to shoot the last few games. Then Cam Reddish and Darius Bazley each had 11. William Gomez had 12 rebounds. In this game, we shot just 33% from the field and 8 for 40 from 3, but we did outshoot them at the free throw line. We only gave up 8 free throws. So that's a good sign because we usually foul a whole lot, but couldn't get the win. And then we lose to the Timberwolves 135-122. We outscored 37-15 in the fourth. Anthony Edwards put up a triple-double with 5 steals and yeah, we got dominated. Lonnie Walker, though, 23 points, 9 for 19, 4 for 10 from 3. And Payne Pritchard finally has his first good game for us. 16 points in 13 minutes off the bench. He hit 3 3-pointers. John Collins put up 15. He fouled out in 17 minutes. Cam Reddish at 14, 12, 8, and 4 for DiVincenzo, 12 for Bazley, 10 and 10 for William Gomez, and then 10 for Brandon Boston in 14 minutes as well. Yeah, we let them shoot 58% from the field and 41% from 3, and we gave up 30 free throws. All right, so we're at the contract extension deadline. Only one player wants to re-sign and talk contract extension with us, and that is Dante DiVincenzo. He's got a player option for next season, and he wants to stay around. We like having him. He's only 26. He's had a really good season. He's just been really filling all the holes that we need, you know? And so originally he wanted a 2-year extension, but we're going to put an extra year on it. So we're going to give him 3 years, about $33 million. So he's going to get paid a little bit, around $11 million per year. I think that's a very solid value for a guy like him. And he accepted the offer. So Dante DiVincenzo will be around for another 3 years. Very excited to have him around. The other guys, Cam Reddish, William Lonnie signed Delano Band and Lonnie Walker, both testing free agency, but Lonnie Walker's having an amazing season, so we're going to try to re-sign him. So we're going to try to re-sign Cam Reddish. The rest of these guys, I'm not 100% sure. I'm probably going to re-sign Delano Banton. But yeah, Darius Bazley's a free agent after this season. I think we're going to definitely give him a solid contract. Payne Pritchard, I'm still undecided. Payne Pritchard has a team option for next year. I'm not 100% sure I'm going to accept it or not. We're going to have to see how this season goes. And then Franklin Aquino, he can honestly go in free agency. Franklin Aquino has not really done anything for us. But yeah, Dante DiVincenzo is going to be around for a little while, and we love that. And we finally get our first win after the All-Star break. We snap our 4-game losing streak, defeating the Jazz 109-107. Dante DiVincenzo's first game after contract, 26 and 5 with 4 steals on 6 for 8 shooting from 3. Lonnie Walker puts up 19, 15 for John Collins, 14 and 16 with 5 offensive boards for William Gomez. Cam Reddish puts up 14, and Brandon Boston puts up 12 points in 16 minutes. We outshot them from the field. We hit 18 threes as well. And yeah, great win from us. We needed that, you know. And then we lose to the Bulls 112-98. William Gomez puts up 21 and 16 has 7 offensive boards. Lonnie Walker and Cam Reddish put up 15. Then John Collins put up 10. DiVincenzo at 8, 6, and 5 with 4 steals, but he did have 7 turnovers. And yeah, we lose this game. We shot 10 for 30 from 3. We rebounded. Actually, do we? Yeah. We had 22 turnovers. That was a big thing. We had a lot of turnovers in this game. And we come back and beat the Lakers 109-103. John Collins, 29, 6, and 4. Big game for him, 11 for 18 shooting. 22 and 13 for William Gomez, 50 for Cam Reddish, 14 for Lonnie Walker. And DiVincenzo put up 6, 8, and 5 with 2 steals, even though he did not shoot well. We shot 52% from the field, which is great. We outscored them 22-4 in second chance fast break points, 58-44 points in the paint, 28 in second chance points, 34-25 in bench points. We rebounded them on the defensive end, 41-29. What a game from us. Great, big win from us. And then we lose to the Nuggets 106-95. John Collins was up 19 and 9, 13 and 8 assists for Delano Banton, 13, 4, and 7 with 4 steals for DiVincenzo, and 10 for Lonnie Walker and Cam Reddish in this game. Yeah, Jokic put up 24, 8, and 7 on us. We shot better from the field. And then they hit more threes and shot 31 free throws. So yeah, we're going back to fouling everybody. And then we get blown out by the Cavs 127-98. But Cam Reddish, 31 points, 12 for 18, 6 for 10 from 3. He's been amazing for us this year. 23 for John Collins, 13 and 6 assists for Delano Ban, 11 for Darius Baisley. Lonnie Walker had a very tough shooting game. William Gomez had 10 rebounds. We let them shoot 54% from the field. We took over 100 shots in this game as well. But yeah, they shot 28 free throws. We shot 3 free throws. It's a big difference right there. And then we lose to the Suns 114-91. Booker and Durant combined for 70 on us. That's great. DiVincenzo put up 17, 7, and 8 with 4 steals and 5 for 8 shooting. Lonnie Walker put up 14. He shot 3 for 18. He's been really struggling to shoot as of recently. John Collins put up 13, 11, and 10 for Hunter Gomez, and 10 for Delano Ban. Cam Reddish shot just 1 for 12, 0 for 6 from 3. Yeah, we shot just 35% from the field. They shot 52% from the field. And yeah, Durant, Booker dominated. And then we lose to the Mavericks 131-104. Very high scoring fourth for both teams, but dang, Luka, Kyrie, and Christian both put up 30 on us. Jesus. Lonnie Walker finally found his shooting stroke. 26 points, 9 for 12 shooting. Cam Reddish puts in 19, 17, 11 for William Gomez, 13 for Darius Baisley, 11 for John Collins. DiVincenzo shot just 2 for 10 from the field, though. And we lose this game. We let them shoot 53%, and they hit 22 threes on us. And they had 3 players put up 30. So, yeah. All right, we're midway through March. Right now, we're 25 and 44. We have fallen to the number. We're still the number 12 seed in the West. We're 5.5 games out of the play-in. And, yeah, looking around the NBA right now. So, the Warriors have clinched their spot in the playoffs already at 52-19. The Mavericks have clinched a play-in spot. And then it's a big race. The Clippers are third. And then after that, it's very close. 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, and 6 all have the same record. The Lakers, Thunder, and Grizzlies. The Nuggets are 2 games behind them. The Timberwolves are 2.5 games behind them. Then the Suns and the Blazers. The Rockets are still in there for the play-in. As well in the East, the Hawks have already clinched their spot. Hawks have already clinched the spot, the top seed in the Eastern Conference at 58-11 with 13 games left to go. They could honestly finish with 70 wins. They see the Hawks did. The Bucks, Sixers, and Heat have all clinched the play-in spot, but they're all very, very close to each other. And then the Pelicans and Cavs are 5 and 6. The Celtics are only a game and a half behind Cleveland. Washington is 5.5 games, so there's a little difference between 7 and 8. And right now, the Wizards, Pistons, Bulls, and Knicks are all from the 8 to 10 seed. They're all 2 games in between each other, and then the Magic are 2 games out. The Nets really came up. The Nets have been like last in the East for the entirety, I feel like, of the year, but now they jumped all the way up. Now they are 5.5 games out of the play-in, but they're not the worst anymore. The Hornets now the worst team in the East at 21 and 48. So wow, and then looking at our lottery odds, right now it looks like we're gonna have the 8th overall pick in the draft if things stay like this. Which I think is a solid spot. I think we can get a very good player there. I'm looking at more guards. Trying to see maybe I don't think Scoot Henderson will be there, but maybe one of the Thompson twins will be there. Hopefully a man. I think Anthony Black will be a guy I'm very much interested in. But also, if those guys are off the board, I think looking at a guy like Jarace Walker, if he falls, I think would be a good spot for us. I think 8 is a very solid position. You know, it's not super high. It's not like we're going to get a crazy game changer, but we can still get a very, very good, serviceable, maybe all-star-like player at number 8. And we lose to the Warriors 117-109. We are now in a 5-game losing streak. William Gomez had 18 and 19 with 6 offensive rebounds. Lonnie Walker put up 14. John Collins only played 14 minutes because he fouled out. 13 points, 13-11 for Darius Baisley, 12 for Cam Reddish, 11-8 and 5 for Dante DiVincenzo. And yeah, we let them shoot 46% of the field. They doubled our 3-point attempts. We took 39 free throws in this game. We just hit 25 of them. We got to hit free throws, man. And then we lose to the Clippers 113-97. 19-12 for William Gomez, 15 and 27 minutes for Cam Reddish, 13 for DiVincenzo, 12 for Baisley, and 10 and 12 minutes for Payne Pritchard. He's been very cold recently, not shooting well, so good to see him have this type of game. John Collins fouled out again. And yeah, we let them shoot 54%. We only shot 39% in the field. And we got out rebounded by a lot as well. And the losing continues. We lose to the Bucks by 20. Lonnie Walker puts up 22, 17 for Cam Reddish, 14 and 9 for Collins, 13 for DiVincenzo, 10 for Darius Baisley. We let them shoot 52% from the field on us and shoot 28 free throws. And we break our 7-game losing streak with a win against the Rockets, 107 to 103. Belina Gomez puts up 16 and 16. 16 for Cameron Reddish, 12 for John Collins, Darius Basley, Brandon Boston, 11 for Peyton Pritchard, 10 for Delano Ban. Lonnie Walker was just 2 for 9 in the field. Yeah, we had 11 threes. They did shoot 32 free throws on us, but we outscored them points in the paint. Bench points 53 to 30, and we killed them on the offensive glass as well. And we forced 22 turnovers. Great win for us. And then the next game we lose to the Rockets, 124 to 121. Tough loss for us. 21 for DiVincenzo, 17 for Cam Reddish, 16 for John Collins, 15 for Lonnie Walker, 11 for William Gomez, and then 10 for Brandon Boston and Payne Pritchard. And we did have a injury. Darius Basley is 1 to 2 weeks, hyperextended knee. We're not going to force him to play so he can sit. And I think Aaron Wiggins is going to get an opportunity to play for us. I'm very interested to see how he played just because of the way our team roster is. He kind of got forced out of the rotation a little early, but I'm very, very excited to see what Aaron Wiggins can do for us. I think he's a very solid player. He's going to fit in. Also forgot to show you guys the award race. I was going to do that at the All-Star break, but I honestly really forgot. Well, here are the award races right now. MVP, Luka. Looks like he's going to win MVP. He's averaging 35, 12, and 11 on 50, 40, and almost 90. He's having an amazing season. Other guys in there, LeBron, Trae Young for the Hawks, Giannis, and then Steph. A rookie there right now looks like Walker Kessler. He's averaging 14, 13, and 3 blocks per game. We also have Paolo in there, Jane Ivey, and Jalen Durant, and then Mark Williams in there. 6th man of the year right now. Tari Eason is the leader, averaging 13, 6, a steal and a block. Jordan Poole's in there, so is Andre Drummond, James Wiseman, and John Wall. Defensive player of the year right now, Giannis is the leader, averaging a block and 2 steals. AD is in there, Nick Claxton, Bam, and Robert Williams. And then most improved, we have 2 of the top candidates for most improved player. We have Donnie DiVincenzo, who's averaging 13, 5, and 4 with 2 steals. And we have Lonnie Walker, who's averaging 15, 1, and 2. Also in there, we have Alpin Shagun, and then Anthony Edwards and Desmond Bain. So we could have an award winner this year. Either Desmond, Donnie DiVincenzo, or Lonnie Walker could be going home with most improved player of the year award. I'm very, very excited about that. We lose to the Timberwolves 119 to 108. But John Collins has a great game, 28 and 10, 11 for 17 shooting. Delano Bannon put up 17, 13 for Cam Reddish, 12 for Brandon Boston, 10, 6, and 7 with 3 steals for Dante DiVincenzo. Aaron Wiggins, his first opportunity, got 5 points, 4 assists. He did shoot with just 1 for 9. We let them shoot 53% from the field and 40% from 3 on us. And then we lose to the Heat 105 to 96. 19 for Lonnie Walker, 15 and 12 for William Gomez, and 14 for Cam Reddish. Most of our team did not shoot well. Yeah, we shot just 39% from the field. We got destroyed in the paint 54 to 32 as well, and we got out rebounded. And then we had March with a win. We beat the Clippers 116-115. Kawhi put up 40 on us, but we still withholded. Cam Reddish puts up 23 points, 17-11 for John Collins, 16 for DiVincenzo, 14 for Lonnie Walker and Brandon Boston, 19 rebounds for Willie Hernan Gomez as well. We shot 46% of the field, hit 13 threes, hit 84% from the free throw line. That's a big win, and we have 53 bench points. So we at the end of March, we are 27 and 50 right now. We have dropped a lot. We are now tied for the 13th seed in the East and the West at 27 and 50. We're only a few games above the San Antonio Spurs. We're tied with the Jazz. Looking at the league right now, the Warriors have clinched the Western Conference at 59 and 19, looking for 60 wins. The Mavericks have clinched their playoff spot at 50 and 28. They're only a game and a half above the Clippers, who are 48 and 29. And the Lakers have clinched the playoff spot 47 and 31. They're only a game and a half behind the Clippers. The Thunder, Grizzlies, Nuggets, and Timberwolves have all clinched at least play-in spots. The Thunder are only a game and a half behind the Lakers for the 4th spot. The Grizzlies are already 2 games behind the Thunder, trying to get out of the play-in. The Nuggets are the first seed in the play-in right now at 41 and 36. They're only 2 games behind the Grizzlies, but they're also only a game above the Minnesota Timberwolves, who are 40 and 37 and are there. In the play-in race right now, the Suns are in there at 36 and 40, which is very surprising, but they also did have a lot of injuries this season. The Blazers are in the last play-in spot right now at 34 and 43, 24 and a half games behind the 1 seed, but they're only 2.5 games behind the Suns, and the Rockets are trying to get in there. They're only 2 games behind the Trailblazers for the last play-in spot, 32 and 45. The Kings are technically still in there. They're 4 games behind, but they look like they're not going to make it. And then us and the Jazz are out of it. We're 7 games behind. We're out. And then the Spurs, they have tied for the worst record in the league. They're 23 and 54. Look in the East, the Hawks have clinched already clinched the East. They're at 64-13 right now. Potentially could be 69-win team. The Heat have clinched the playoffs at 51-28. The Sixers are clinched at 49-28. They're only a game behind the Heat for the second seed, and the Bucks only a game and a half behind the Sixers for the third seed. They have also clinched the playoff spot. Then the Cavaliers, Pelicans, and Celtics have also clinched at least playing spots. The Cavs are fifth right now, only a game and a half above the Pelicans, who are sixth, and the Celtics are in that first playing spot, but they're only a game and a half behind New Orleans. Right now, the Bulls are trying to clinch a playoff spot. They have not even clinched a playing spot yet. They're 37-41, eighth right now in Eastern Conference, only 2 games above the Wizards, who are the 9th seed right now. They're 35-43, and then the 10th seed is the Knicks, who are 33-44, only a game and a half behind the Washington Wizards. But the Pistons are also only half a game behind the New York Knicks for that last play-in spot. The Magic are also in there, only 2 games behind the Knicks for the last play-in spot, 31-46. And then technically the Pacers are still in there as well. They're only 4.5 games out of playing. They're 29-49. The Nets looks like they're not going to make it, 28-50. Then also the Raptors and Hornets will not make it. The Hornets are tied for the worst record at 23-54. Look at the lottery odds. Our lottery odds have jumped. We were originally 8. Now, right now, we look like we're going to get the number 4 seed, or the 4th pick in the NBA draft, which has changed a lot. That could be the difference. Maybe we can get Amen Thompson. I think that will be huge for us if we can get there. But also, I'm kind of worried because I feel like the 4 spot always gets kind of bumped off. Like, if anybody jumps into lottery, we're the first team out. So, honestly, I would like more to be like 5, 6, or maybe even like 1 or 2, but I don't know if that's possible. Well, we can. We'll just have to lose out a lot and hope that the Spurs and Hornets win some games. But yeah, we're in the last 5 games of the season in April, coming into the last week of the season. And yeah, we're going to have a lot of our young guys play. So Kenny Lofton's going to get some minutes, Aaron Wiggins. We're going to do some lineup changes. We're going to sign some G League guys that I really want to see play as well. And yeah. And against the Warriors, we lose 95-89, a very close game. But we lose. DiVincenzo puts us 21-6-3, 12-3-3 for Ban, 12 for Cam Reddish, 11 for Aaron Wiggins. John Collins and William Gomez each had double-digit rebound games. But that was our last game actually playing, for us. Like, where we play actual players. A lot of these guys are going to get shut down for this season, and I want to see some more guys get some playing time. We're also going to check in on the playoff race. So the Suns have clinched a spot in the play-in right now. They're still 2 games behind the Timberwolves, 4 games behind the Nuggets. But yeah, the last play-in spot for the West is still up there. The Blazers are in there right now, but the Rockets are only 2 games out. And then the East, right now the Cavs have clinched a spot in the playoffs officially. And yeah, the Eastern Conference play-in race is still very much up in the air. But yeah, we're gonna make some line rotation. I'm gonna do that real quick, and then yeah. Alright, so here's the new rotation for the last few games of the regular season. So most of our guys, our regular stars, Alana Band is still gonna be in there. Lonnie Walker is still gonna be playing. Brandon Boston is gonna be a starter. He's gonna play a lot of minutes. I want to see what he can do there. And Cam Reddish is gonna start as well. So is Usman Garuba. So Don DiVincenzo, John Collins, and William Gomez all have been shut down for the rest of the regular season. Then off the bench, Peyton Pritchard's going to get a lot of minutes. So is Aaron Wiggins. Kenny Lofton's going to play. And then Kyle Guy. I released Keaton Wallace and Kyle Guy. We signed him to a 1-year end of the season deal just to see what he can do. He's doing really well in the G League. He's averaging 18-2-7, shooting great numbers. So I thought I'd give him a chance. And then Chris Smith, our 2-way guy that we've been here for a while. He's been doing pretty solid in the G League as well, so he's going to get minutes to play. And then we also signed Killian Tilly from Gonzaga, who's doing pretty well in the G League as well, to a 2-way contract, just to have another guy up here, just in case. But yeah, Rudy Gay, Frank Ntilikina aren't going to get minutes right now, but they're still going to be there just in case. So yeah, I'm very interested to see how a lot of these guys do. A lot of these guys are going to get a lot more minutes, and I'm expecting them to, come in and show out and see what they can do. So yeah, let's see what happens this last week of the season. So our first game with this new line, we lose to the Nuggets 106-84. Lonnie Walker puts up 17, 13 for Payne Pritchard, and Aaron Wiggins, 10 for Delano Band. Cam Reddish had a really tough shooting game. And yeah, we shot just 32% from the field, 33% from 3. We're going to be bad. We're going to get blown out. That's just, it is what it is. I'm also keep checking on the playoff race just to see how things go. See what things happen. So the Thunder have clinched a playoff spot instead of the play-in spot. They will be out of there. And yeah, the last playing spot is still up for grabs. The Blazers are in there, but the Rockets are still only 2 games behind the Blazers in there for that last play-in spot. And the Bulls have clinched the play-in spot right there, but the East is still up for grabs. The Wizards are in there right now. The Knicks only game behind them, and the Pistons and Magic are still only 1 game out of the play-in. So right now it's a 4-team race for 2 spots. So that's very, very enticing. We still have the 4th best lottery odds, 27 and 52. Let's see how things go. And then we get blown out by the Blazers. We lose 145 to 104. Cam Reddish puts up 21, 20 for Lonnie Walker, 14 for Brandon Boston and Payne Pritchard, 11 for Chris Smith. He hit 3-pointers as well. Usman Garuba put up 11 rebounds in this game. And yeah, we shot 49% from the field. We gave up 39 free throws. Jesus. So right now in the West, the Nuggets and Grizzlies are fighting. And the Timberwolves are in there as well for the last spot before the play-in. They're tied right now. The Timberwolves only 2.5 games out of there. In the Western Conference, the last play-in spot is still up for grabs. Meanwhile, in the Eastern Conference, it's still up for grabs as well. The Pistons and Magic are a game and a half behind the Knicks. And the Blazers have clinched their last play-in spot. The Rockets tried hard, but they couldn't get there. The Blazers are in there. So the Western Conference playoff picture, well, the teams that are going to be in there are set. Right now, the big concern is going to be about, 2 through 4. Honestly, Mavericks, Clippers, and Lakers are all a game within each other for the 2, 3, and 4 spots we're going to see there. And then also the 6 and 7 spots up for grabs. And the 8th spot with the Nuggets, Grizzlies, and Timberwolves all fighting for that. In the East, the Heat and Sixers are biting for the 2 and 3 spot, where the Bucks are in there as well. That could be in there. And yeah, the play-in race is still up for grabs. The Wizards are still not secured. Neither is the Knicks. The Magic and Pistons are still in there as well, trying to see who gets in there. Next game's against the Knicks, we get blown out 130 to 101. Brandon Boston, 27 points, 9-14, 4 for 7 3. Great game for him. 22 for Cam Reddish, 21 for Payne Pritchard, 14 for Lonnie Walker. Great game from those guys. Looking at race right now, still in there, still up for grabs is that last spot, that 6-7 spot and 8 spot potentially in the West. In the East, right now, the Wizards have clinched their play-in spot at 37-44. They clinched that spot, but the last play-in spot is still up for grabs. The Knicks are in there, and the Magic are a game behind. And it looks like the Pistons have fell out of the play-in race at 33-47. A valiant effort from Detroit, but they have fallen out. The playoff picture stays the same in the West. We still got these teams fighting for their spots in the East. The Knicks and the Magic are coming down to the last game of the season to see who gets that last play-in spot. And we also, the lineup, the last game of the season, we're taking basically everyone out, and we're just throwing in whoever. Payne Pritchard is going to get 30 minutes. Brandon Boston, Aaron Wiggins is going to get a lot of minutes. Killian Tilly is going to start. You know what? Actually, nah, I want Chris Smith. Chris Smith is going to get in there and start. And then Usman Garuba, and then Kenny Lofton, Kaga, Killian Tilly, and even Frank Ntilikina is going to get some minutes as well in this game. We're going to run a 9-man rotation. Just a whatever, ball it out type game. And we lose it. Alright, so here are the awards for the first season. Luka Doncic wins MVP, averaging 35, 12, and just under 11 assists with the steal per game, while shooting 50% from the field and 42% from 3 and 86% from the free throw line. One of the greatest seasons ever. Amazing year for him. Walker Kessler wins Rookie of the Year, averaging 14 points, 13 rebounds, and 3 blocks per game while shooting 47% from the field. Great stuff from him. Jordan Poole wins Sixth Man of the Year, averaging 19, 2, and 4 on 46% shooting and 36% from 3 off the bench. Giannis Antetokounmpo wins his second Defensive Player of the Year award, averaging a steal and almost 2 blocks per game. And then our guy Dante DiVincenzo wins Most Improved Player of the Year, went from averaging 9, 4, and 2 last year to 13, 5, and 4 with 2 steals, shooting 40% from the field and 34% from 3. And then Quinn Snyder wins Coach of the Year. The Hawks go 66 and 16. Looking at all NBA teams, all NBA first team, we have Luka, Shea, LeBron, Giannis, and Joel Embiid. All NBA second team, we have Ja, James Harden, Durant, Porzingis, and Jokic. And all NBA third team, we have Steph, Trey, Anthony Towns, Evan Mobley, and Anthony Davis. All defensive first team, we have Drew, Holiday, Mikal Bridges, Giannis, LeBron, and AD. All defensive second team, we have Paul George, Chris Paul, Jaren Jackson, Kawhi, Nick Claxton. All rookie first team, we have Walker Kessler, Paolo, Jane Ivey, Mark Williams, and Jalen Duren. All rookie second team, we have Jabari Smith Jr., Chet Holmgren, Jeremy Sohan, Jalen Williams, and Tari Eason. And those are the all teams. I want to look at the last game of the season, see what happened. We lost 102-87 to the Spurs. Kagai put up 18, 17 for Brandon Boston, 15-11 for Kenny Lofton, 13 for Aaron Wiggins, and 12 for Chris Smith. Uzman Guru put up 13 rebounds in that game. And so, yeah, we do that, and that is it for the season. That's it for the regular season. I think next episode we're going to dive in to every player and how I feel like they felt this year and all that stuff. But yeah, looking at the final standings, so the Warriors win the Western Conference at 60-22. They're in there, but Steph and Clay are both injured right now, so that's gonna be interesting. But they're gonna have a little bit of time to rest for the plane and stuff, so we'll see what happens. The Mavericks finished up the 2 seed at 52-30. The Clippers finished third at 51-31. The Lakers are fourth at 50-32. The Thunder finishes the 5 seed at 48-34. The Nuggets finished 6th, 46-36, even though Jamal Murray, I don't know, Davis Caldwell-Pope will be out for a while, and so is Bruce Brown. So that's very interesting. In the play-in, we have the Memphis Grizzlies at the 7 seed at 45-37. The Timberwolves at the 8 seed at 44-38. That's going to be a very interesting play-in game. And then the 2 other play-in spots, 9 and 10, we have the Phoenix Suns, spectacularly. And DeAndre Ayton is hurt again, broke his nose, but they limped in there. And then the Portland Trail Blazers as the last play-in spot at 36-46. In the Eastern Conference, the Hawks finished with the best team in the NBA. They finished 66-16, an amazing year from them. The Heat finished as the 2nd seed at 53-29. The 76ers finished 3rd, also at 53-29. But Joel Embiid is injured right now, coming off a leg injury. He might miss a few games in the first round. Bucks finished as the 4th seed at 51-31. The Pelicans, their first year in the Eastern Conference, they finished 5th at 48-34, and the Cavs finished 6th at 48-34 as well, even though Evan Mobley, their All-NBA player, is injured. In the play-in, we have the Boston Celtics as the 7th seed at 46-36. The Chicago Bulls, the 8th seed, they finished 40-42. The Wizards as the 9th seed, finishing 37-45, and then the Knicks finished with the last play-in spot at 36-46. And at the bottom, the Spurs finished with the worst record in the league at 27-57. And then looking at league leaders and stuff, Luka led the league in points, averaging 35 per game. Joel Embiid led with 14 rebounds, assists Trae Young 12.5, steals Tyrese Halliburton 2.4, blocks Walker Kessler 3.5. Looking Zion shot 69% from the field. CJ McCollum shot a little bit under 51% from 3, but Lee Beasley also shot 48% because it looks like CJ didn't really play that much. CJ only played in 54 games. Free throw percentage, Tyler Hero. Minutes, Fred VanVleet. Let's see, of course. And then double doubles, we have Luka had 70 double doubles and 41 triple doubles. And Trae Young finished with plus 784. Devin Vassell was the worst team player in the league at negative 676, plus minus. Yeah, that's gonna be it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Once again, if you enjoyed the content, consider subscribing, like, turn notifications, all stuff like that. Next episode will be our off season. So we'll do look at the playoffs. I'll give you a little insight on every player and how I feel like they perform, draft, free agency, all the stuff like that. I'm very excited for it. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow.